Flash Code 6, High Refrigerant Pressure. This terminates compressor operation when the high pressure switch opens above 600 psi. It will reset when the pressure drops below 450 psi. This prevents compressor startup if the switch is open, and full lockout will occur if there are 3 trip outs in a 24-hour period, which are 10 minutes or longer. Start by checking the continuity of the high pressure switch. It should be closed at a standing pressure of about 180 psi. Install a flow meter in one of the water lines. It really doesn't matter whether it's on the inlet or the outlet. Water flow will be equal in both directions. You should expect to see a flow rate of about 1.8 to 2 GPM per ton of cooling. If the unit that you're working on has a flow control valve, make sure the inner components are installed properly and there is no debris blocking flow. Make sure both riser ball valves are on and the flow is not reversed. The cooling actuator should be energized and passing full flow. The heat actuator should not be energized and should have no flow through it. High head pressure with a cool liquid line is a sure sign there is air in the refrigerant. Recover, evacuate, and recharge. 5 flash, low refrigerant suction pressure. There is no hard lockout for this fault. The low pressure switch trips out when the suction pressure drops below 60 psi and resets when the pressure goes above 90 psi. Check for continuity at the low pressure switch. It should be on at a standing pressure of 180 psi. If standing pressure is low, then check for refrigerant leaks. If standing pressure is good, reduced or restricted airflow might be the culprit. Check for coil cleanliness, air filters, fan capacitors which might control speed, fan taps, and rotation of the fan motor. Return air that is too cold might be contributing to the problem. 4 flash, low discharge air temperature. This fault code indicates a temperature below 40 degrees Fahrenheit has occurred at the fan inlet. The unit will reset when that temperature goes above 55 degrees Fahrenheit. The 10K thermistor is located at or near the blower inlet. Possible causes of this lockout are cold air entering the return air of the unit, or restricted airflow due to dirty coils or dirty air filters, or even poor blower performance. 3 flash, high water temperature. The optimum loop temperature is between 85 and 125 degrees Fahrenheit. This fault will disable the compressor when the leaving water temperature goes above 140 degrees Fahrenheit. The unit will reset when that temperature drops below 120 Fahrenheit. This sensor is strapped to the leaving water pipe and insulated with Armaflex. This flash code can occur as well if the temperature of the leaving water drops below 55 Fahrenheit. It will reset when it goes above 60 Fahrenheit. Check with the building's maintenance personnel to make sure the cooling tower is working properly. Temperature is within parameters and flow rates are correct. 2. Flash, low refrigerant temperature. This fault occurs when the evaporator coil temperature drops below 40 degrees Fahrenheit and it resets when it goes above 65 degrees Fahrenheit. This sensor is attached to the evaporator coil approximately half the way up. Sometimes it's around the other side where the return bends are. Possible causes are loose sensor wiring, restricted airflow, low fan efficiency, or the ambient air is too cold. Early stages of refrigerant leaks can lead to coil icing, which may cause this fault. The one flash doesn't seem to be in play anymore, but when you see the LEDs lit like this, the cool call is in place, the compressor should be running, and there are no alarms. Seven flash, high condensate water level in the evaporator drain pan. Make sure the condensate level sensor is at the correct height and it is insulated with Armaflex. Check drain pan slope and make sure the condensate drain is installed correctly and it is free flowing. Here's what the condensate sensor looks like with the Armaflex removed. Here's a temperature versus resistance chart for the 10K thermistor. It doesn't happen often, but thermistors can go out of calibration. Always good to check them with an accurate thermometer and an ohm meter. Thank you for watching. Always looking forward to your questions and comments.